Good morning, folks. Welcome aboard another day building EV. The floodwaters are just about receding, but still get slightly damp feet if I go to the car. Anyway, back on board now, having made the bed. The bed is, well, all the cuts are made, I just haven't put it together, but that's fine, it makes it easier to transport. I don't think I will put it together before I get it in there. So I'm going to carry on with the pipes. Obviously, the pipes that aren't insulated will have antifreezy, inhibitor stuff in, so they are completely. They're just got zero chance of freezing. And anyway, the pipes are more robust than average plastic pipes, so they handle a bit more stretch and what have you. So they are going to be completely fine. And if a little heat leaks into the bilge area, that's actually kind of a good thing, because it helps just sort of dry things out down there, because somewhat unavoidable to get water in the bilge. There will be water in the bilge, but there shouldn't be enough that it causes any problems. At least that's the plan. So there we go. I will be onward with the next pipes. I was planning on putting these pipes kind of on the surface, but I realised as I was making the bed yesterday that actually it is easier if the bed can just be butted directly up against the wall, rather than having to deal with it negotiating around pipes. So easier to do this again than to have to fandangle the bed. I just thought I'd do a little walkthrough on the pipes. As you can see, then I've bent these up to get them to straighten out, because when I join them into these to get them across to the other towel rad, then that'll be better that they're straight. So they all are going to run behind the walls, and the bends and stuff here. I can do this because of the pipe I'm using in John Guest or something, or P2O or whatever they're called. Then you would need to have joints and things, and I think that would make it less practical, because that's the difference between a joint that I've got and a John Guest joint. So you can see that the John Guest joint is appreciably bigger, and you just can't bend John Guest pipes. So not like that anyway. So if anybody is looking at this plastic piping, this is called Uponor Q&E. Don't try this with John Guest, because it will not work. You will kink your pipes, and despite what people tell you, John Guest will tell you do not heat them up to unkink them. So just don't do it. Just if you're using OpenAll Q&E, then that's fine and dandy. As you can see, I do have a bit of John Guest over there, but that is simply out to the boiler. That was fitted before by Finesse for me. So anyway, there we go. There's all the pipes are hidden, will be hidden, and now I'm going to put the walls back up. Well, I know I haven't got the walls back on, particularly the bathroom and the kitchen there. But there's a reason for that. The reason being that actually, when I attach the bulkheads, I want to attach those first, and then I want to put the walls on next, because it becomes, if I put the walls on first, then you can see here it's relatively difficult to screw in at an angle effectively. And it ends up being visible and stuff, which is okay in the cupboard, doesn't matter, but and is okay behind the shower, but it's less good in the kitchen, for example. So actually this wall will come down when I put the bulkhead up, and so on. So the bits of wood that I need for the bulkhead are waxed and over at the workshop. So I'm going to put this one together because tomorrow I'm going to start doing the ceiling. So there we go. Yeah, come along for that.